guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also turn on your post notifications so you do get notified every time I post a new video. And if you're not new, welcome back. So in today's video, I am bringing you another cooking vlog. This one is probably like one of my favorites because it's fucking delicious. And don't mind that we had lunch earlier. This is absolutely like probably one of my favorite dishes. It's freaking delicious and a lot of my friends love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna show you what you will need for the lasagna, because that's by the title you can tell what I'm making. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what you will need. I'm gonna show you the steps. So yeah, let's get started. So this is what you're gonna need: mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, 1 pound of ground beef, or you could do a pound of sausage or Italian sausage depending on what your preference is. I've done both, and either way they both come out bomb. You're also going to need 2 eggs, cottage cheese, and then any kind of your preference of spaghetti sauce. We use the traditional. Also, you're going to need uncooked lasagna pasta. Do not cook it. This recipe does not call for it to be cooked. It needs to be raw. So this is what you will need for your lasagna. So the first thing I like to do is start grounding the hamburger meat, because you will put this inside of the spaghetti sauce or the marinara sauce, whatever you want to call it. You will put this inside of there and you basically let it like simmer for a little bit. So this is the first step, and then the next step is getting the sauce ready as well. Okay, so now this is what the sauce will look like once you add your hamburger meat. It looks just like regular spaghetti sauce. I will let it sit here probably for about another 5 minutes. Let it simmer. Okay, so for this part, the first thing you're going to do is add your, oh, if I can open it, your cottage cheese. I personally do not like cottage cheese, but the recipe calls for either cottage cheese or ricotta, but I've always done cottage cheese, so that's what I use. Once you add your cottage cheese, it's just gonna look like that. You're gonna go ahead and add both of the eggs. Then you're gonna add majority of the mozzarella. Let's try about that much. And also some Parmesan. Okay, so when it comes to adding the Parmesan cheese and the mozzarella and everything, there is actual, let me back the fuck up. There is actual measurements, but since I've been doing this probably for I don't know how long, I just eyeball it now. But yeah, so I will leave everything down in the description below, how much the measurements are, how much of the sauce and how many ounces of everything that you need. But like I said, since I do it personally on a regular basis, I just throw the shit in there. So once you already got the Parmesan in there, you're gonna go ahead and add some salt, as much as you think, but it also has the measurement for the salt as well. I just put my own. You're gonna put pepper as well, and I also did season the ground beef, and I just seasoned it with salt, pepper, and garlic. And also you're gonna need fresh parsley or just parsley. I just get this one because I'm not gonna go get fresh parsley every time. It's just, no. Once you add everything in there, you are gonna mix it together, and this is what's gonna go inside of your lasagna. I know it sounds freaking weird, but trust me, it is bomb once it's done. So then we just keep mixing it, make sure everything comes together. So once you're done mixing it and everything and it all comes together, this is what your mix should look like. It looks pretty weird. Like, it's kind of gross. But like I said, so the next thing you're going to do, I forgot to mention this as well, you will need a pan. Like, you know, of course you need a pan to cook the lasagna. So the first thing we're going to do is put sauce in the bottom of the pan, and then we're going to start layering the lasagna. So I'm gonna open these, and it's 3 layers. So you're just gonna use 9 pieces of the uncooked lasagna. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what needs to be done, and then we'll start stacking our lasagna. Okay, so here's the pan. We're just gonna get some sauce, and it's basically so the pasta, when you lay the first layer of pasta down, it doesn't move around. So this is what this is for. This is basically like a glue to keep everything together. You don't need that much, just enough to go around like that. Then you're gonna grab 3 pieces of the pasta. You're just gonna place them right here. I like to push them down so it kind of like makes them stick a little bit better. I like to do another quick mix before I put this in. Drop some here, there, and there. And then you just spread it out. You'll probably need more, but that's what I do. Then you just spread it all through. Once it's basically covered, you do want to cover it. I like to cover it completely or as much as I can. So once it looks like that, it's pretty good. Then you're going to grab some more sauce. I'm going to put this right here so you can see a little better. Some more sauce and just drop it on. We're gonna grab 3 more pieces and do the same thing. Okay, so now you're gonna grab the remainder of the sauce. Okay, so now with the remainder of the cheese that we saved from earlier, we're going to sprinkle that on top of the lasagna. Open it. Oh, shit. You're going to add a little bit of Parmesan as well. The next step is to put foil on it. So I put one in each row, and that helps stop the foil from sticking to the cheese. Also, don't press down on it too hard because then it will rip the foil, and then that defeats the purpose. So just make sure you lightly press it on there. It is sealed. Now we're going to stick it in the oven. Okay. So now that I already have preheated the oven at 350, I'm going to place the lasagna in there for 45 minutes covered with the foil, and then we're going to take it out, bake it again for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll let it set and let it rest for about 15 minutes, and then it's good to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven real quick, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, so I just took it out of the oven. I'm scared to touch it, it's freaking hot. Oh shit. Oh my god, it looks so fucking delicious. Okay, so now I'm gonna take out toothpicks. I'll just drop them on the foil. Look at that. Doesn't that look bomb? Now, this is where you can add more cheese if you want to. I don't. I just leave it how it is. Look at that. So now that it's done for the 45 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and leave the foil completely off. Place it back in the oven for 15 minutes. And then I will show you guys what it looks like once it's already rested after those 15-20 minutes. So stay tuned. Alright guys, this is what it should look like after it rests for about 20 minutes. I went ahead and let it sit for 20 today, but normally I do about 10 because we're like super hungry. But this is what it looks like once it sets. It's still going to be super hot, but it looks good. Then we got some breadsticks, and then I also went ahead and made Caesar salad for the side.